Thanks. Thanks for that. Yep, I see it fixed. I saw your comment. Hey, Anna. I usually keep them open at all times. Me too. One of my favorite features now is that if you close out of tabs, like your history will keep them all grouped. I do that so then I can reopen them all later if I need a little bit more computer power. That's what I do. But since I was muted before, welcome on in, everybody. Happy Friday. Currently getting some good rain right now. My garden is getting some well-needed water. Really needed to water. I mean, I water them daily, but there's a difference between watering them and actual rainwater. They needed rainwater, and I'm glad they're getting some of it. They were a little sad yesterday, and they should all be better. We have some interesting, fun stuff lined up today. So if you guys remember this week for my Reef Unity Network members, I sent out this fun email. You probably saw a little hinted on, oh, that's not it. You probably saw me hinting at it with today's live stream icon. So if you saw it on Instagram, the different, what's it called? Work personalities, Coral work personalities. That's what we're gonna be up to today. Because I sent out this email to my Reef Unity Network members, it kind of kicked off this whole thing. Let me try and find it real quick. Because I kind of need it for the template anyway, because I haven't done anything else with it. So let's see, I sent it. Where did I put it? I only sent it like one time. This is gonna bug me that I can't find it because I mean, I still have other ways to pull it up. And I'm gonna have to do that. We'll go check it out on the website. It's getting darker outside. We'll see how this goes today. So the plan for today, hide that. Here it is, I just want to look at it. Okay. So earlier this week, I sent out this email titled The Office, but with corals. I've been watching a lot of The Office lately. That's kind of the inspiration behind it. I took three coral genera, and I gave them all work traits. I gave them all personalities, character traits, essentially. I gave Orbicella, here we go. Orbicella is a hard worker, but susceptible to burnout. If you remember from when we talked about, or when we were ranking coral species on that tier list, Orbicella, we were like, it's the hard worker, the one that's doing the reliable work, essentially like the partner in the group that does all the work. That's kind of what Orbicella is, but that means they are susceptible to burnout. They are so detail oriented and worrying about everything being perfect and organized and awesome that can lead them to burnout. Then we have Siderastria. Essentially, well, the commentary, boss asks the office, hey team, do you have those reports I asked you to create yesterday? And then all the different coral genera respond. Orbicella being the overachiever, absolutely stayed up late to make sure it was perfect, everything is organized and color-coded by priority. Overachiever, susceptible to burnout. Then Siderastria responds, you asked me after 5 p.m. It's not my problem. Siderastria doesn't care. Siderastria is going to do whatever it wants. So we gave it the traits. Siderastria sets healthy boundaries, but isn't always a team player. It prioritizes itself, it gets the job done for its own well-being. Then we've got Acropora. There's a report, bleaches out of embarrassment. So that was a fun one. Acropora is essentially like the work friend, the work bestie. Really friendly, makes an awesome place to show up to every day, but Ken is susceptible to getting caught up in the drama, especially with the office drama queen, climate change. So Acropora and, well, climate change is this office bully. We don't like climate change. We want climate change to get fired. We need to be more like Siderastria. Yeah, you and I probably, especially Anna. I consider myself, what did I put at the bottom? I'm a recovering Orbicella. I definitely fall into the Orbicella category where I try to do my best, and I am very susceptible to burnout. Not often, but when it does hit, it hits hard, and it takes me some time to bounce back. I will eventually do it, but... So, what I think we're going to do today, we have 3 genera that we essentially gave work personalities. And I kind of want to build out a little list. Just for fun. It's really pouring outside right now. So what I want to do that because I think I have a good idea about what I want live streams to be like now. We're going to just do some fun, crazy things that involve corals. So we already did the tier list. I think we're going to do this now. We're going to assign work personalities to different coral species. And I've got some other ideas that I was thinking about, you know, like shower thoughts. I think of them in the background when I'm away, and I wrote some of them down. Just quirky, bizarre things that we can do to make Fridays a little fun. One we're going to do, I think, is like how to make good hypotheses, but we're going to use some wild examples. So we're not going to be like really organized, like this is, I mean, we'll do the basics. We'll actually try to get some value out of it. How to make good hypotheses, like, you know, quality content, but we're going to make it just with wild examples. Corals doing bizarre things, reef ecosystems, just like, or they're going to be crazy experiments. Like, they don't have to be realistic, essentially. So that way we're like doing important things, like we're learning, we're educating, but we're just going to make it wild. Like, that's the whole point. Like, that's where I want to move Reef Unity Network, is to make it just this fun and very helpful community. But we're going to push the fun a little further now. And I know we have a special surprise coming up in September. Beginning of September, we're going to do something new. I'll be announcing that. Actually, I have to announce it in a couple weeks, and I think through the month of August on live stream, we're going to build it out together. So we'll spoil the surprise for September if you're involved with it, but that's fine because I need to explain the details of September throughout August anyway, so it's really not that big a deal. And I have such limited time, I figured like, well, let's just do it all on live stream then, because I can get feedback with you guys and just make it chill. It's already built into my schedule. I'm going to be here on my computer anyway. Kind of take care of 2 things at once. That's what I like to see. All right. So let's go ahead. Let's see what we can do about that list. And I actually need to bring up something else before we get started. I'm going to pull up the FWC DRM corals again because I need some photos. We need to choose what corals we're going to do. So if there are corals, it can be species or it can be genera. If you have ones you do want to make it on our list, we'll do go ahead and add them. While you're thinking of that, I'm going to pull up the DRM photos again, like we did for the tier list. Training and resources. Species review. Oh, I still had it downloaded. Sweet. Fantastic. And Now stare at my face for a sec to modify some of our settings here to make sure we can all see what's happening all the time. That's not it. Okay, stare at my face longer. Or not. Okay, it's gonna get wild here for a sec. There. I'll move my face. My face is not gonna be helpful up here. Come on. We go this way, and then we go this way, and then we go this way, and we finish. Let's just go down here. That'll probably be easiest. It might change the size, but anyway, let's move on. Oh, surprise, surprise. You want to see Stefanasinia. Consider me shocked. Consider me shocked. FYI, the storm is getting worse outside, so if you see me cut out, you have your answer. You have your answer. So, all right, we're gonna do the coral, and then we'll have the trait. We'll do both the pro and the con. So like a good trait and then a bad trait. And let's make this big. Yeah, that's better. Maybe more. Sure, we might have to... Whatever. Okay, so we already did Orbicella, Siderastria, and we did Acropora. So let's go grab those. So hard worker, but susceptible to burnout. Awesome. I'll make these a little bigger. And okay, my lights just dimmed for a sec. I don't know if you saw that. There's a very good chance that we lose power here in a sec. So if you see me vanish, that's why. Just a reminder. All right, Siderastria sets healthy boundaries, is not a team player. Healthy boundaries, not a team player. And then Acropora is friendly. A little more info about like the friendly aspect of Acropora. In my mind, what I was thinking is like it's friendly because Acropora creates such wonderful 3D structure and habitat for the reef that it attracts a lot of other reef critters. So that's why we gave it like this friendly trait. That being said, because it's susceptible to thermal stress events, it is, how did I exactly phrase it? Gets caught up in work drama. Drama with climate change, we'll say it. And it's kind of a similar story with like the Orbicellas, like they can be susceptible to climate change, so they're like literally susceptible to burning out. Is she not a team player or just not a pushover? I mean, both. I guess like both. I feel like in this context, I'm gonna go with not a team player because it's a little more dramatic. if we're gonna call someone a pushover, that's gonna be their con. So instead of not a pushover, that's actually a really good thing. It's not as dramatic. We're going for pizzazz with this list. So, correct. I mean, in a real office setting, Sitter would probably just not be a pushover. But maybe we'll say pushover for a different coral. Someone who just like dies. I don't know. Good question though. Good question. Surprised my microphone's not getting the thunder. Okay. All right. Let's see. Aha. I think. No. Are we back? Yeah, okay. I think so. Sweet. All right. We're back. Okay, well, I can delete that post then. Let Anna know. All right, yeah. So like I said, like I warned you guys, if I cut out, that is because lightning struck, and that happened. Lost power for a sec. But we're back. Didn't last for too long. But then it kicked off the internet, so I had to bring the internet back. It is likely to happen again, such as it is Florida. Florida storms happen. It's actually like a minor Gulf disturbance, which is interesting. Okay, where did we leave off? We were just gonna start, right? We talked about Sint. Let's do that. Okay. So if we have Stefanicinia, well, I can't do Sint until Anna's back. That would be rude. So we'll hold off on that until she's back. Once she is, we'll do Stefanicinia. Until then, we'll just start going down the list again. MCAV. Have to do MCAV. Let's see. How would I describe MCAV? Do I want to say, okay, so it has like the big polyps and you can see them out. They're often fun to see. So their pro trait. Oh, this is going to be harder than I thought. I feel like some of them are going to be super easy and then others probably not. But anyway, we'll just let's go down the list and then we'll kind of pick and choose and we'll fill in then. So we already have Orbicella. Yeah, we'll put Sint on for Anna and then we'll come back. I'm gonna stick with a lot of the major ones because we don't have a lot of time. If we have some leftover time, I'll fill in some of these other ones. But like, I'm not gonna spend a lot of time on Sol and Astria. Don't see it a ton. Already did Siderastria, and I'm gonna leave it as the genus for Siderastria. I'm not gonna split it up really that much. Phylangia we'll save for later. Okay, we can do EFAS. Of course, Disto. Which means we also need Dendrogyra. Favia we might do. Ephra. Actually, I have one for Ephra. The con is short man syndrome. Okay. Looks like we're back again. All right, cool. This is a fun afternoon. If I'm not having technical problems because of technology itself, I'm having weather problems. Which is funny because technology is actually behaving today, which is nice. And now that I say that, I probably just spoiled it entirely. Oh, I can't see chat, actually. Can I refresh chat? I thought it reconnected on its own. It did not. I hope this doesn't ruin it. I'm gonna try something here, folks. Give me 1 sec. This may break everything. Okay. Did that work? I can see chat. I can see chat. Okay. Sweet. What did I miss? We're back. I am back. Can you see the comments? Yes, I can see the comments now, Anna. Thank you. For Stephanacinia, a con can be... It's an office flirt. Yes. Absolutely. Absolutely. I love that. It's almost like if I'm going to spoil a little bit of a surprise here. One thing I want to do coming up. Don't tell anyone. Don't tell anyone. I'll put it on something way over here. I actually want to assign them an office character. So I think office flirt for Sint. I see Stephanacinia as a Kelly. Easy choice. But shh, that's a secret. That's a secret. Okay, Ephra. Yeah, what I was doing, I don't know if this is really a pro or a con. It's kind of like both. Like it's one trait that has good qualities and not so good qualities. Really, I'm going for like feisty because Ephra's like small. It's small. They don't get very big. They get ball-shaped colonies. They're pretty small. So what I'm thinking of like that short feisty person you have around in the office. So that would be, it's really like both. So a pro really would be like, has your back, but also like no filter. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Okay, I'm happy with that. Like, how do I do both? All right, let's keep adding to our list here. Meandrina, we've got D-Sil, CNAT. We're doing kind of the big Caribbean ones. Like we'll skip over Mare. I think we're gonna lump together the Diplorias and the Pseudo-Diplorias together. It's just the brain corals, really. Although that would bring in CNAT. We might even just... Let's put all the brain corals together. So easy trait for your brain corals. Smart. con is, well, they're annoying. Basically so basically they always contradict. Yeah. Yeah, exactly, Anna. Brain corals are brainiacs. Absolutely. The Einstein of The Office, but socially awkward. Oh, I like that better. Did that come through? Big old bolt of lightning right outside. You could have no annoying smart kids. They are just awkward. That's true. I like that. Socially awkward. Smart. You're thinking. Yeah, that's a good one, Anna. Nice. Oh yeah, we'll put all the mycetophilias together. I had an idea for mycetophilia. I originally oh, I did. I put it on the actual Instagram post. What was it? Where's my phone? It was another one. It was like both good and bad traits. Mycetophilia was dress for success. So like has the nicest clothes. So what would be like the con of that? Would that be like obsessed with appearance? Yeah. This is a lot of fun. Okay. Fashionably late. No, that would be you. Always. Oh, I like that as a con. I don't know if we'll put it for. Okay. So help me out with this one. Is it too? Should it be like fairly different? Should the pro and con be fairly different from one another? Like these are both has nicest clothes and obsessed with appearance. Those are both like appearance focused ones. Should they be distinct? Should it be like has the nicest clothes and then always 15 minutes late? That could work. I like that. I'll put it there for now. But I reserve the right to return to it, so what we'll actually do, I'm just gonna move it over for now. They don't need to be different. I think we're doing it. Okay. Well, I'll put both for now, and then if we find another coral that fits with those, we'll put it there. All right. Scalemia will wait. Musa, we'll probably come back to. Isophilia, we'll see. Agaricea. Oh, I have one for this. Shows up without being invited. That feels like Agaricea to me. That's not really a work one. That's like a personal thing, though. I have a better version. Here we go. Hits reply all to emails. Yep. I feel like that fit. That one spoke to me. Sounds like she's resilient. For Agaricea, I'd agree. I would agree. How can we put this? Because like resilient is like a corporate thing, and then also we just have coral resilience. So I don't want to necessarily be like, well, yeah, it's resilient, and then people get the wrong idea there. Can take feedback. You call when the deadline is near. Boom, done. Love it. All right, I love that. That one's a good idea. Because like Agaricea is pretty prolific on reefs now, so I feel like it's holding down the fort. So I think you're totally right. You call when the deadline is near. That's perfect. Tons of Agaricea. Heliosirus, I kind of lump that. I know it's different, but Porites. Yeah. Oh, I feel like Porites could also be person you call when the deadline is near, especially when you think Porites asteroides, because asteroides is like holding on pretty well. Like you see, it's pretty prolific too. All around. So, okay, the pro for Porites, it's an all around good coral. So, jack of all trades. And then we can put master of none. Because it's branched, when it branches, it's small. It can form pretty huge mounds though, which is crazy. But it's so plastic. It's such a plastic coral, like phenotypically plastic. I think this will work. Jack of all trades, master of none. I know that's not the full phrase, like better to be good at something than better at nothing. Yeah. All right, good. Glad you agree. See, Anna, you know your corals. You've got the vibes. I know you haven't done like a ton of field work, but you get it. I don't mean that as an insult either. Madrasis. What do we want to do for Madrasis? We might come back to Madrasis, but I want to include it. So just put it in for now. I forgot we were actually like keeping track of all of these because we had so many together that were working so nicely. Oculina. Office punching bag. Yep, I feel like they get poo-pooed on. I hung out in lab enough to get the vibes. Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. I don't know if I want to be so mean to Oculina. I don't see Oculina enough. Maybe it's like, instead of office punching bag, it's like always out sick. So if we were gonna give this a character, this would be Topi. I might have a better one for that. We already did the Acroporids. Okay, we have a strong list. So we need to go back to some of them. We have to go back to MCAV. Okay, well... Apal is gorgeous. Yes, Palmata is gorgeous. A need. But we already did the Acroporids. Oh, What if... Okay, I'm gonna put this down here for now. So what we can do, at least for later on, I'm thinking for our secret surprise, Acer A Pal, Jim, Pam, and Cece. Because A Pro is the hybrid. So that means these two have to get together. So that'd be a good Jim and Pam. And they're supposed to be the beautiful ones. So that could work. But we'll save that for later. MCAV. I feel like Montastria is the boss. Great leader. Con, goofy, and bulbous. Hot take, I don't like Pam. That's not a hot take at all. A lot of people don't like Pam. A lot of people don't like Pam, especially in the later seasons. That's not that hot of a take. It's like a 50-50 take. It's fluorescent. That is a pro. I just don't know how that would be. I don't know what a trait that would be. Its chemistry is interesting. Oh, you have to tell me more about that. I've never thought about it. Like, obviously I'm like, well, something has to be producing that, but I've never really thought about the actual intricacies, the actual chemistry involved with it. How do we make this a con? It is goofy. Jablonski diagram goes wild. What is that? What is that? Should we look it up? I feel like I probably know what it is. Oh, no, I don't know what it is. Fluorescence, intersystem crossing, phosphorescence. Yeah, I have no idea what this is. Oh, okay. Showing excitation of a molecule to its excited state. Whoa. I think lightning must have struck one of the buildings. Because there are firefighters now. Not in my building, thankfully. These are really pretty. These are cool figures. Hang on, I'll be back in just one sec. Just one second. And I remember to unmute too. I'm back. So yeah, the fire department's here. one of the other offices. We'll keep going. We still haven't figured out something for MCAV. Well, maybe we'll revisit it. Did you have any ideas for Stefanicinia on its pro? Could be some secret strength that they have, or just good looks, or that's both. Dude. Coming up on a blank on all of these. Your pro for it is a depth generalist. You just Googled that, didn't you? Capable in a wide range of problems. Okay. So it could be like adaptable. Or like, yeah, gets along with everybody. Well, that's kind of what we did with Acropora. So yeah, we'll do adaptable. Then we have EFAS. Depth generalist. So is capable in a wide range of problems. Yeah. Would that not be adaptable? I don't know what you're getting on about. Oh, wait, okay. Well, we'll read this. See if we get any ideas with it. Oh, it does blush. No, I like office flirt. It'd be like embarrasses easily. I kind of want to move office flirt now. Oh, gotcha. When you Googled that. Got it. I want someone else to have adaptable. So I'll put it, yeah. Oh wait, no, it'd be office flirt. Adaptable, but since it blushes, I think we'll do embarrasses easily. MCAV can, oh, that's a good idea. Can be the office flirt since it's fluorescent. Yeah. Okay, well, yeah, we'll put that there then. Office flirt. All right, and then we should have EFAS next. I feel like we could make a joke about only alive at the tips. Useless until coffee. Needs coffee to function. I feel like we should put the rationale almost to it, but I don't know, who cares? Then a pro for it. Oh. So this is a smooth flower coral. Eusmelia. I think it'd be weird to put like smells good. Because I'm sure it really does not. They can watch live for the rationale. Yeah, they better. We'll make clips of this too. We'll make clips. Oh, this one will be fun to put together. Just like the videos for the tier list were so much fun to edit. Goes with the flow. Yeah, that could work. Since it's smooth. I don't know what they like for flow though. Like, it would be good for the acroporids. They more go with the flow because they love high flow and wave action. I don't know so much about EFAS in that regard. Maybe we'll come back. Got Dichocenia, elliptical star coral 2. Well, it's the only species in its genus, so it could just be like one of a kind. Like a specialist. No, specialist means something though. But then, okay, what would its con be? So we can play on the fact like has the elliptical or oblong polyps, or coralites, I should say, coralites. And then different shapes. I don't know. Okay, it's getting trickier now. Already did Ephra. We haven't done Decil yet. Irregular shapes can be misunderstood. Yeah, like a poor communicator. Yeah. We'll leave that there for now. We'll give it that. That's a good one. That's a good idea. Dendrogyra. So, it's not here, but pillar coral. Whoop, not what I wanted. Come on, there we go. Let's see. Can always reach the top shelf. Looks fuzzy because its polyps are always out. Be like always cold. Maybe since the polyps are always out, like it's always looks like it's feeding, so it could be like me, always eating, so always has snacks. So we'll give it that. Always has snacks. This one, because it had such an issue with Skittle D, stony coral tissue loss disease, we'll say always out sick. Oculina, we might just not include. Sorry, Oculina. All right, we should have Neandrina. Another tough one. Really pretty, could also be a good dresser, but we already have Mycetophilia, who's the good dresser. Also susceptible to stony coral tissue loss disease. Can bleach. I feel like I've used up all my creativity for this. Oh, I already had Gendra. Oh, it was already on the list. Huh. Okay, follower, not a leader, easily influenced. That could work. Happy to... Yeah, happy to be included. Oh, that's sweet. So it's like the chill friend that you always like. So okay. Yeah, because I always like seeing me and Drina too. So it's your office bestie. Always a pleasure to see it. Very calm vibe, so you're not like ever overwhelmed by it. But yeah, I like the easily influenced. You are much more creative with this than I am today, Anna. So I appreciate that. Otherwise, I'd be stuck here all afternoon trying to come up with it. This is great. You'll be co-author on this one. How's that? Yeah, happy to do that. Then the only... Oh, we still have 30 minutes on it. Okay. Still need EFAS. Yes, go out there. Your first publication, right? Will be choral work personalities. Oh, I just had one for EFAS. It keeps like everything separate, so it's almost like Usmilia is the organized one. Like their desk. I'm thinking in particular like their desk is really neat because, you know, these are all like, all of these are kind of like individual. Like that forms these stalks. Neatest desk. Okay, let's take inventory of what we have and see if there's anything we want to improve or add. So we have the orbicelids first. Kind of acting as the carrier. They are carrying the reef for the Caribbean. So we gave them the pro trait of hard worker. They are susceptible to bleaching though. And because they're the hard worker and they still kind of burn out, they're susceptible to burnout. Siderastria, let's go find them. It's after Esbu. They form these huge domes they kind of keep to themselves, so they set very healthy boundaries. But by keeping them to themselves too, they're sometimes known as not a team player. If you email them after 5 p.m., they're not going to help you. If you wait till the last second to work on a project, they're not going to help you. If you keep within their boundaries, they'll be happy to work with you, get the job done, and then move on. The Acroporas. We called them friendly. So friendly, safe space. Because they are the big branching species for the Caribbean. So they are creating safe habitat. They are creating habitat space for a lot of other reef organisms. They create the safe space in the office. That being said, they are friendly with everyone, so they tend to run into drama, especially with the office bully known as climate change. Oh, well, the Acroporas are down at the bottom, so whatever. Then we had MCAV. That one's at the top. Montastria cavernosa. Really popular among divers. Another good boulder species, mounding coral. So we're gonna call them the boss. You know, they fluoresce, they kind of signal leadership. But also because they fluoresce, they're also the office flirt. So not always the most appropriate boss. Not always the most appropriate, probably gets in trouble with HR here and there. But overall, they keep the business running. Honestly, if we're doing the names, MCAV would then be Michael. Which is kind of why I put these two together originally, because I'm like, well, we need a Michael Scott. So there we have our Michael Scott. Stephanicinia, being the blushing star coral, Anna said that it was a depth generalist, so very adaptable in different situations, but it blushes, so it means it embarrasses easily. Probably not great with feedback. So like, we'll add this, not great at handling feedback. Then we've got our, Eusmilia fastigiata. Because it has such distinct stalked polyps, we said it's very organized, has probably the neatest desk out of everyone in the office. But it is also only alive at the tips. I had it highlighted here a second ago. And that just won't work. So stalked coralite's only alive at the tips, so it's only alive if it has coffee. It needs coffee to function. Dichocenia, only coral in its genus, so it's one of a kind of the specialist of the office. Probably like the department where the department head is the whole department. But they are a little awkward. How did we describe this? Irregular shape, so easily misunderstood. So it's a poor communicator, most likely. Doesn't communicate well. We'll just keep going down the list. We'll jump to Ephra, Favia fragum. He said it's really small, so it's almost got like that feisty short person. So Favia would always have your back, always back you up, but that also means they have no filter with what they say. They are just blunt in their communications and everything. Okay, we have Meandrina, Meandrites next. We gave this one title of Office Bestie. It's one of my favorite corals to see, and it's very chill. Like it's there. When you see it, you're happy. When you don't see it, it's kind of sad. Very chill, not overwhelming or awkward. So your Office Bestie. But it is susceptible to stony coral tissue loss disease. So it's easily influenced. So your Office Bestie is also easily influenced by others, trends and whatnot. Probably have to keep them in line, just like you would when they had Skittle D. Dendrogyra. Now so this is funny, we just covered Office Bestie, but if we refer back to the tier list that we made, Dendrogyra was actually in a category of its own. It was above S tier. It was like special. But we gave Meandrina Office Bestie. Most popular is not always your Office Bestie. But I relate a little bit with Dendrogyra. It always has its tentacles out. It's always looking for food during the day. Same with me. Always has snacks. If you ever need a snack, go to Dendrogyra. Probably has some it'll share with you. That being said, it's also was pretty much wiped out by stony coral tissue loss disease. So this is the friend that's always out sick. We ended up combining CNAT as well as all of the diplorias, pseudodiplorias into just brain corals. That one was pretty simple, straightforward. They're the brainiacs, the smart ones. And then as a result, they're socially awkward. Sometimes goes hand in hand. Okay, then we have Mycetophilia, one of the most colorful, beautiful corals. So this is the one, if you saw the post I did for announcing this live stream, I said it was dressed for success. Mycetophilia always has the nicest clothes, absolutely gorgeous. In the process of always looking great, though, Mycetophilia is always 15 minutes late. Also, maybe obsessed with their appearance. Okay. Next up, we have the Agaricias. We lump them all together too, similar like we did with the brain corals. Because Agaricia is known for being kind of a weedy genus, like with the devastation of Acropora, Agaricia has sort of filled in that niche a little bit because they have Tenuifolia. Oh, Tenuifolia is further down, I think. Thought it was. Since Tenuifolia has a good three-dimensional shape, they're the person, so they're kind of helping out when all is lost. So we called Agaricia person you call when the deadline is near. So when all hope is lost, you call Agaricia to help out. That being said, they don't always pay attention to things, so they hit reply all to email. They kind of take over and can be a little annoying. You can see them like really spreading out here. Feels like a reply all to email. Row 13 could be Kelly. True, I thought about that. Row 13 could be Kelly as well. Oh yeah, because Kelly doesn't embarrass. Oh, you're so right. Okay, we're switching Kelly to Mycetophilia. Good adjustment. Good adjustment. That's a good call. That's a good call. All right, and then last but not least, we have the Porites. Porites is so phenotypically plastic that we gave it like jack of all trades. This is the person, this is like your office administrator who can do everything. The person you go to when you don't know what to do, this is the person you go to handle it. They branch, they mound, they survive. They can be susceptible, but like they kind of handle it all. And then the other side of that coin, they are a master of none. Again, that's not the full phrase. Like the full saying, it's actually good to be a jack of all trades, but we'll keep it short, simple here. So that pretty much are there any? We'll have to think of. Okay, so that's a good start. That's a good start to this list. I'm happy with it. Are there any other office stereotypes that we should have that we could assign to the remaining corals on this list? So other common ones, I'm just going to build out the list a little down here. You could have the jokester. So like the office clown. Oh, we still have the kiss up. We have the punching bag. Person who just gets all the flack for some reason. We already have tired. Extroverted but bad at attention to detail. Yep. Yeah, I'll put those. Yeah, okay. Yeah, those do have to be paired together. Because there are those extroverts that like just are clueless. So essentially it's like clueless extrovert. Yeah, we'll combine those. Makes everyone feel included, but always a bit spaced out. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, those pair well. Why isn't this working? Falls asleep in meetings, but gets the job done when needed. That's hilarious. Okay. That would be like a Stanley. Not calling you a Stanley, Anna. But there are worse characters to be. I don't know of any more. Oh, I didn't. Sorry. Let me scroll down a bit. There we go. This week in lab meeting, I almost fell asleep, was jolted awake by gravity. Been there. I've done that. I've almost done that a number of times. Like, cause our lab meetings were always in the afternoon, like right after lunch. I get sleepy, and that room, like when it got warm, yeah. That I've had several days like that. Gets crazy. I'm glad no one saw. But maybe they did. What, just like the head bob? I've had it once, or at least a couple of times, where it's not even like, oh, you have the lights off. Oh no, that's even worse. Yeah, I've had a few times where it's not even like just the head bob that woke me up. Like I did the whole body jolt, like the feeling that you're falling. I've had that whole happen, and I like lurched forward and everyone looked at me. I'm like, sorry. No way of hiding that either. Like, it made a lot of noise. It shook the room. Like, I stomped on the floor. Been that. One of the classes I took in undergrad was also like 1 o'clock. So it was right after lunch. We had the lights off. It was a warm, quiet room. And we were doing phylogenies. We were doing taxonomy. And that's not my thing. Taxonomy is like not my thing. So I had to have my friend sitting next to me poke me in the side like jumper cables a couple of times because he saw me dozing off and have to like wake me up. I felt bad because I really liked that professor. I just didn't know that class was going to be as much taxonomy as it was, and it was really just the time of day. It was the time of day. It was in a room that was as quiet as a library. Yeah, there was no chance for me. No hope. Okay, so we've got a couple minutes left. I'm happy with this list. I'm kind of done. I'm done being creative for the week. So we'll probably call it there. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this yet. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this list yet. I have an idea. I might text you about it, Anna. I might text you. Because I think it's a fun idea. I just don't know how to do it. I don't know how to actually make it a thing. Maybe I can make it easy and just post it as the list instead of what I had, the idea I have in my head, and people can just decide for themselves. I'll just need to get a lot of pictures. Need a lot of pictures. Surprisingly, that's why I do night classes. Yeah, I believe you. I am just... Yeah, and you're more of a night person anyway. I am not. I took 2 semesters of night classes. It was physics. I had my first semester of physics, I had to take it at night. I don't remember why. I think it was my schedule overall. I had to take it at night. Ended up liking the professor a lot more than the others. So I took his class, I took the second semester at night so I could be with that professor again. And my brain does not function at a very high level after 4 p.m. I mean, you can see me now, it's just after 2 and my creativity is gone. So doing physics from 6 to 8 at night, that was a mistake. But again, the professor was good. I liked him. I'm all my thinking, all my big thinking, my big thinking projects, like they have to be done in the morning. There's a glimmer in the afternoon, like there's a very small window where I function well in the afternoon. But it's very short-lived. So I do most of it in the morning. Anyway. So we're gonna keep building. So the next couple weeks, we're gonna keep building on this idea of personality traits. Just for fun. Obviously, I don't have a degree in psychology or sociology or anything like that, so there's no merit to this at all, but it's just kind of fun. And there's still lessons to be learned. There are lessons that I can teach based on this information. That's going to make it fun. It's going to make it good and fun. It'd be cool if I could get like a professional to review it. Professional psychologist or therapist or something like that. But other things coming up. What else have we got? Oh, we're done with this. Go back to Facecam. So other things we've got going on. I need to get ready to announce our special surprise in September. So I'll have to announce it in August at some point. And then throughout August, we'll build that up as the month goes. So by the time the fall semester starts, which most of it starts in August, but I don't feel like starting. I don't know when all schools start, so most universities have at least started by September. So we'll go off of that. It's easier. And it feels neater starting at the beginning of a month. So we'll get that ready. Other than that, yeah, we're still trying to just have more fun, be more creative, while still trying to get better at our job here. Oh, I posted the job list this week. That was nuts. There were 14. I added 14 jobs this morning from this week. Oh, USF starts on your birthday. Okay. Yeah, that's really rude of them. They should give you free tuition for that as a birthday present. Personally, I think that. Give you free tuition. Oh wait, but you're a grad student now. So your tuition's like taken care of. Either way, they should give you something for it. Give you back some of your tuition from your undergrad. Yeah, but the job list, 14 jobs added. There's over 50 now. We've set a new record. We've set a new record for a number of jobs on the job list by a lot. The past 2 weeks have been nuts how many I've added. It's cool. It's awesome. Probably a lot of the reason it's getting bigger is because there were a lot of academic job postings, and those have long application windows. Probably my guess, but that's fine. Whatever. I'm just reporting on the trend. Just reporting on the trend. Yeah, there were 7 research positions I saw, various like grad and post-grad. So there were like postdocs. Oh, there weren't any graduate positions I saw this week. There was a postdoc, and there were some like entry or mid-level research positions. So yeah, cool. So if you have like, if you're out of grad school, that's a good spot. Or if you have a good amount of experience, you'd have a really strong chance this week. You would have a really strong chance. We'll see what next week brings for us. Anywho, yeah, so those are the updates I've got for you guys. Other than that, I think we're all good. I'm probably going to sign off here. So I still feel like I'm forgetting something. There's something I wanted to talk about. No, I don't know. I have so many ideas coming out. It's hard to keep it organized in my head, even though I have it written down too. Okay, now I'm just rambling. I'm gonna go ahead and sign off. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your week. Finish up your Friday. Have a great weekend, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Take care. See you later.